The library that remembers. On the edge of town stood the Ashcroft Library, swallowed by ivy and rumor. No one visited it anymore, not since the fire 40 years ago. But it still stood, miraculously untouched, like time had forgotten it. Tanya, a curious college student and amateur urban explorer, couldn't resist. She'd heard stories about books that whispered, about a librarian who never left, even in death. One rainy afternoon, she slipped through the rusted gates and pushed open the heavy oak doors. Dust bloomed like smoke in the air. The scent was old paper, mildew, and something sharper. She wandered the aisles, dragging her fingers along the shelves. Most books were ruined or unreadable, but then she saw it. A book bound in cracked maroon leather with no title, just her name, engraved in gold. She opened it. The first page read her name and birth date. The next page described her life in unsettling detail. Memories she hadn't told anyone. Her father's funeral. The chipped mug she hid beneath her bed. The lie she told her best friend. Page after page, her deepest secrets, her silent thoughts. Then came a page she hadn't lived yet. It described her standing in the very aisle she now stood in, alone, reading these words. She dropped the book. The silence thickened. Behind her, shelves groaned, as if breathing. A soft shuffling echoed from the next aisle. Then came the whisper, "Keep reading." Something moved in the dimness. Not a person, not quite. Tanya turned back to the book. The next paragraph read, "She picked up the book. She stayed. She never left. And when the next curious visitor someday finds that maroon book, they too will read about a girl named Tanya waiting among the shelves."